Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are taking a look at the new Marvel Legends Target exclusive 3-pack Radioactive Man. So it is basically the exact same figure as Hyperion with a new head, fists for each side instead of just the one side, and a mini skirt. So if you like the Hyperion mold, then you're going to like this figure. If you don't, and you're like me, then this figure is pretty much a dud. It does look, and I am a sucker for translucent figures. I don't know why, but I love them. I think they're really cool and they have really nice shelf appeal. So I do like that, and he has a fairly decent paint job. The line work on his tank top is good. The line work on that star is good. Could be a little better looking, but what are you going to do? And then the paint work on the face, which is just kind of like a darker translucent green around the eyes and then the white eyes, they did a pretty good job with that. So he had very minimal paint work, but they did a good job with what was there. And I mean, it looks good. It's just a matter of if you like that body mold or not. Mine has a big chunk missing right here, which isn't even in the way of the articulation, so I don't know how that happened. I tried to line that up and there's no way the mini skirt did it. So I don't know what happened there, but if you like the body mold, you're going to like this figure just fine. So I can't really complain too much other than it's just on that Hyperion body mold. He's almost 7 inches tall, so pretty good size. He does have the really square features in the face again. Whoever's sculpting the faces really likes the square features in the face. All the noses, all of the features, individual features of the face are almost the same on all of the figures. They're just kind of reconfigured to make different looks. So I would like to see some new sculpting in the faces. Just to give you an example, and hopefully you get the idea. Well, I'll show you just with this Captain America head what I'm talking about. Let me grab that real quick. So if you look, the nose is very squared off all the way up to where it meets the eyes. The bridge of the nose is very square. The jaw is very square. The cheekbones, everything's very square. The brows, very similar to this guy. Everything is a very square. Of course, it's kind of hard to see on the translucent green. I suppose if I had Luke Cage out, that would work better. But all of the features are the same. That's just a little interesting to me, something to note. But anyway, let's talk about the articulation really quick. We have a ball hinge, or a ball peg on a hinge for the head. It's not translucent green, but you don't really notice it, so that's not horrible. Same thing for this disc in the shoulder hinge here. Standard ball hinge shoulder, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. All of the pegs and everything, they're not translucent, but since they're that lime green, they're not really an issue. Swivel here and a hinge, same on both sides. Ab crunch works pretty well, so that's good. Waist twist still works despite the mini skirt. Mini skirt does get in the way of the hips, but not a whole lot, so that's okay. T-jointed hips, pretty decent range of motion. Can't complain too much about that. Hip swivel, that's good. Double jointed knees, that's good. Shin swivel, if you like that, that's good. If you're like me, it's not good, but it's there, so just ignore it. Ankle works pretty well going back, pretty well going forward, and we have the ankle rocker in there. So it's a pretty standard figure, but it's pretty well done. Again, it really just comes down to that body mold. If you like that body mold, then you'll be okay with this figure. If you don't, you're going to have to live with it like me. But it's still a pretty decent figure, and I think people that like Radioactive Man are going to be pretty happy to have it. I'll put in a couple poses at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.